right. Let's see. Oh, hello. Hello, everyone. I'm going to give it a moment here. I think we're all good this time. Those of you that were here last time, it was, we had some technical difficulties. So I'm so glad to be doing a live stream today. So much has happened the past 2 weeks since I last did a live stream that this is just crazy. So thank you all so much for joining today. Let's see, hello to Henry, hello to Magic at Any Age, hello to John, happy birthday. Let's see who else. Hello, Meredith. Hi, everyone. Thank you again so much for joining me. I know it takes a second to the live stream will start. Sometimes it's a little bit delayed and everything, so we'll give everyone some time to join us. But how is everybody doing? Happy Saturday. It's a summer weekend, so very exciting. Oh, Cindy has an icy. That sounds really, really good right now. Enjoy. Oh my goodness, that's so good. What flavor is it? Cup of the day, while we give everyone a moment to join us, is the cup that I got at All-Star Movies on my most recent trip. Oh, it's Coke flavored. Oh, that's my favorite. That sounds so good. So this is the cup of the day, as I was just saying, Mickey Mouse themed, that I got at my resort, which you guys will also get to see in the haul video. I love all the cutesy little designs on it. Oh, so excited. So that's my cup of the day. Everyone has their treats, it sounds like. Oh, wow. Hello, everyone. Hello, Maddie. Hello, Emma. Thank you all so very much again for joining me today. I tried to post this live stream last night so you guys could see it and set your reminder or whatever for it, since I didn't get to mention it in a video this week. But I was having issues with the chat again, which was the whole fiasco that happened the last live stream I did. So I got it fixed this morning, thank goodness, because that was so crazy. So I'm glad everything's working now. So that if you got a bunch of notifications saying that there was a live stream set up, I'm so sorry about that. That was just me trying to figure out why it wasn't working here on my end. So I appreciate that if that did happen for you. Yes. So, oh yes, I see some people mentioning, Lily mentioned the Star Wars Marvel shoes. I finished them. I just posted a bunch of pictures over on Instagram of them so you guys can see them in some more detail. I'm also going to be showing them in my next room cleaning video, just so you guys can see them. I know here on the live stream it's kind of hard to see the details, but I'm really happy with how the pictures turned out over on Instagram. So my Instagram's linked down below if you guys would like to see those pictures and things. And then I also did videos over on TikTok of them as I was doing them and all of that. But I'm so happy with how they came out. I think that these are my favorite shoes I've done so far. In the room cleaning video, I actually mentioned how I haven't had patience for years, and then the past 2-3 years, I just when it comes to art, I can really sit down and work on it. And I've spent quite some time making these shoes. So I'm just so very happy with the details and how I was just able to make them come to life a little bit. I think this is some of the best painting I've ever done. So I'm really, really happy with them. So as again we give some more time here, I'm going to show the shoes. This live stream is mainly going to be chatting. There's a lot to chat and talk about, so I'll definitely be answering some questions here throughout. So I just want to show these first, so then we can get into all the talking and fun things, because you guys have seen all of the park videos. So we have to talk about all of that as well. So the first shoe I'm going to show, I think this is like my favorite side of the shoe, and that is this Marvel one. I just love the look of like all of this over here. So these shoes I got from Walmart. I believe they were $20. They are like leather. They were just all white shoes, and I like designed and painted them. So this, well, I guess both of these are just a mix of all of my favorites from Marvel and Star Wars. I'm calling them my nerd shoes because I love these movies so much too, and I've done some Disney ones already, so we're kind of going back and forth. I think I really want to do like Disney park ones next, but like in this amount of detail compared to the other two that I have done already. Anyway, that's next on the list. I thought about doing 50th shoes, so I might do those first, but anyway, this is, I think, my favorite side of the shoes. I also put glow-in-the-dark paint on them, but I can't really show that at the moment. We have on the very backs, I did the Iron Man helmet. Nice little shine to it, and his eyes then glow in the dark. We have the mixtape from Guardians 1, the shield. We have one of the arc reactors here, little 3000, the Avengers logo. This little like swooshy kind of thing here, this red, is for WandaVision, so it's like the glitch like going across the top. This part is Groot. It's like the little like metal pin that he had, and then it's just like kind of tree details. We have the Infinity Stones going around the front, and it says whatever it takes. Another one of the little arc reactors. Edith glasses. Okay, I never know how to say this correctly. It's the Doctor Strange necklace, with, all that. So there's lots of detail in that one with Stark Industries logo. I also wrote really small on here, on your left, which is Marvel quote, and this is also the left shoe, so we had to kind of theming. And then we have Ant-Man, Pym-Tech, and then Spider-Man on this side. So Marvel shoe, cute. And then we have Star Wars shoe. This is the first one I finished, and I showed this already, but I'll show it again since they're like both done. I really love this whole shoe the most. This side of the Marvel shoe I like just finished, so it hasn't like set in yet. Like I don't like love it yet, but this whole shoe turned out, I'm very happy about this. Oh, also forgot to say the arc reactors glow in the dark, and the Infinity Stones also glow in the dark too. And then for this shoe, on the very back we have the Mandalorian helmet. Then we have the Millennium Falcon little cockpit there going into hyperspace. We have a TIE fighter here, and then the little blaster marks glow in the dark. We have the lightsabers, which also glow in the dark, and then crossing over the top around, it's Kylo Ren's lightsaber clashing here. May the Force be with you. Also little droid kind of wiring on the top. Yoda's lightsaber. Got some droids, R2-D2, BB-8, and D-O, and then Tatooine Sunset. So those are the shoes. I have to finish covering them in Mod Podge and like spray them so they're like all good to go. I think these are definitely going to be ones that I display just because there are so many little details in them, and it's so hard to like show that, but you can see all the little like dashes through here, all the little stars and everything. Lots and lots of shading for these. So I think I'll probably wear them for something like the next like Marvel movie release or the next Star Wars thing. I definitely would like to wear them to the parks at some point. I feel like Disneyland might be the best place to do that, just because Avengers Campus and then Galaxy's Edge, but who knows. So they'll definitely be kept for some exciting times ahead. But again, there's more pictures over on Instagram if you'd like to see them in more detail. But I appreciate all of the love and all of the hype for them. Thank you all so so much. I'm so glad that I was able to finish them so you guys could see it. I know I've done many live streams talking about them, showing bits and pieces of them, and finally got them done. If I want to do 50th ones, I guess I better get started on those very soon too, because they might take a while. Speaking of the 50th anniversary, I think that's one of the first things we'll talk about today, just because I'm really hype about it. So, let me see. Sorry, I was not able to read some of the chat while I was showing those. You guys are so nice. The cup of the day, show it one more time. This is Mickey Mouse themed. There is one Minnie Mouse on here though, which I thought was kind of interesting. Lots of little just hidden Mickeys from all around the park. I got this at my resort. All the different resort hotels that we stopped at and looked at, they all had this cup, and then they also had a Pixar one. If you're going soon, they're all like kind of park themed, but like to specific characters. This one came out around the time of Mickey's 90th birthday, and they've had it ever since. I think it'd be cool if they do more park ones. Would love to see a 50th one. So definitely hype about that. Lopez family, it is my birthday. Happy birthday. I hope you all, well, I guess I hope you have a great birthday. There's a few birthdays in here, and my birthday's coming up too. So like this is like a birthday live stream. I was going to wear these, but I have like the bun on my head, so that just wasn't going to work. So here they are. We're theming over here. The theme for August, so my room theme is 50th anniversary. I decided we're just jumping to the 50th. I was going to do Pixar, but then they were announcing all the 50th anniversary stuff, and I was like, oh no. Okay, so I figured this is like pre-50th anniversary stuff. It's just about done. There's still some things I want to like add and move around. I don't have anything that says 50th anniversary on it yet. Nothing of the color scheme, so I tried my best to make it happen. I am thinking about decorating the Lego castle to look like the castle right now, which I'm definitely going to talk about here in a minute. I just did this yesterday, so there's still some things that need to be done. But yeah, I decided just to do that because then right after the 50th, I'm going to switch it to Halloween. So there's really not much time until then. It's kind of crazy. So I figured let's just do 50th now, and then we'll be into the holidays already. So that's really, really crazy to think about. So that room cleaning video you guys will see a little bit later on. Let me scroll one moment. If you do not have a shelf to hold your Funko Pops, how would you display them? That's a really good question. I would probably leave them in the box and kind of like stack them up somewhere. Like in this area for me, I'd probably just start like a little wall of them. I'm trying to think of where else I could put them. I mean, all of mine are on shelves. Really, some will go in the display case, some I'll put on top of my desk, so really anywhere where you feel like they won't get knocked over would probably be the best place. This year has been very fast. Yes, it's so crazy because the 50th, I've been so set on the 50th for years, and now that it's like 2 months away, I can't process that. And especially seeing the 50th stuff going on, I guess I will jump into that. We're about 15 minutes in, so I better get to like the main point of the stuff I wanted to definitely talk about. And I believe Cindy put this in the chat. I lost my mind. I believe this was Thursday night. they put the final piece on the castle, and I did not expect them to do that yet. I really thought they were going to wait until maybe like the week before the 50th. But wow, I did not expect that so soon, so that threw me off guard in like the best way, because again, I've been looking forward to this for so long that I'm just so speechless about it. You guys saw me freak out over on Instagram and TikTok yesterday. I shared like a little bit of my thoughts about it, and I was basically crying at that point because I thought it was so beautiful. So if you have not seen it yet, I'm going to show it here. This picture is from the Walt Disney World Resort Instagram. There it is from Main Street, USA. It looks fake, and I'm saying that like in a good way because it is so spectacular. I love this 50 so much. Like, they hung it up. There's a video on the Walt Disney Imagineering Instagram of them putting it up, and I was just like, what a moment. Like, what a year it has been. It's gone so fast, as Henry mentioned, but like it is so wild. Like, here we are. What a milestone. Like, it makes me want to cry. This picture, this next one, also from Walt Disney World Instagram, just like makes my heart so happy because I don't know, like, it is just such like a historic thing. Like, we're living Disney history right now, and it just makes me so happy. As I mentioned many times, or if you're new to the channel, I really would love to be a Disney cast member. I would love to work at or for Disney, whatever it may be. And as you guys just saw, I love to do art and all of the like design things. So seeing this design is so inspirational on like another level, just because like I would love, like, how crazy would it be to say like, oh yeah, I helped do like that. Like, that is so amazing. So I said this on Instagram, but shout out to the people who made this possible, who are making the 50th anniversary possible, because like it makes people like me, people like us, like Disney fans, so happy, and so just like, again, just remembering like all the magic that's here and all the years and memories that people have at this place. I didn't mean for this to be like a sad speech here, but like I'm just so like, this just hits me in a different way, because like that is just beautiful. It is just beautiful. Now, something interesting, as I'm kind of seeing in the chat here, it's weird to think about, because I was just at the Lakeland Antique Mall earlier this year, which is a Disney outlet location. It's not run by Disney, it's just like an outlet, like thrift store kind of thing. And there they actually had the rose, the yellow icing rose that was on the front of the castle for the 25th anniversary. And standing next to that and seeing all like the paint chipping off and everything was just so wild. And I'm just curious, like, where do you think this 50 is going to end up? Will it be at like Lakeland or something? Will these pieces of like ribbon and the little jewels, like, will they just be in like a box somewhere? That's also something crazy to think about, like, as they would take these decorations down. I also saw in the chat that many of you were saying that you're also going to be going to Disney World soon, which is so exciting. Now, these decorations, I believe, will be up for the next 18 months, because this is an 18th month long celebration. So even if you're going to Disney World next year, you should be able to get to see this in person. What a magical thing. I know a lot of people really, really like this design because it's not the cake that was for the 25th. I love both of them. Like, they're so different from each other, so it's hard to compare. But let me know in the live chat, do you like this, or do you like the 25th anniversary cake design that they did And as those chats come in, I did want to show, as I was mentioning, standing next to the like rose that was on the castle at one point. Whenever I saw the video of them hanging up this 50, this is crazy how big it is. Like this, I stared at this picture for so long because like, what? Like it puts things into like perspective a little bit, because as I said, it looks so fake when it's hanging up on the castle. It's just so like unreal, and then you see someone sitting next to it like this and it's just like, oh. So that's pretty cool, pretty wild. And then here, as we oh, I'm so behind on chats right now. Give it one moment to catch back up, and then a few other things to show. Speaking of decor, did I watch Behind the Attraction on Disney Plus? I did, and I'll be talking about that here a little bit later. Did I hear about Happily Ever After? Yes, I'll also be talking about that here in a few minutes. Walt Disney Archives. I hope it ends up there because I think it should be like somewhere special like that. 18 months of shopping. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I'm seeing some for the Castle Cake and some for the 50th. They're both like such different times. Like I said, I think both are so cute. But this one for the 50th, like it's very, very well done because it's just capturing like the beauty of Cinderella Castle. And then for some of the other kind of updates, we'll stick in like this hub area for a second, which is like the portion of the Magic Kingdom right in front of the castle, is what they call it. I was so happy to hear this. They are refurbishing the Partners statue, and at first I was like, what does that mean? But they are just like cleaning it up all pretty, making it all fancy, and they have this sign up right now because if you were at like Magic Kingdom like yesterday or something, you'll see that the partner statue looks very like faded, and that's because they're like sanding it down to like recode it in whatever they use. And they have just a really cool little sign up just kind of saying what they're doing. I also have this on my Instagram story. I'm posting all of these things on my Instagram story so you guys can see these updates kind of along with me, and then I'm also saving them on my profile so you guys can go and look at them at any time. So there's a little section on my profile that says WDW 50th, and that has all these pictures on it if you guys would like to read like what this whole sign says, because it's very interesting. But there's a lot of words I don't know how to pronounce because they're talking about the different finishes and stuff they're using on it. But I did want to point out like what they put at the very, very bottom of the sign. It says, "We thank you for your patience as we ready Walt and Mickey for the big celebration." And as you can see, that made me so happy because like that's so nice. That is like they're gonna be a nice shiny like the gold brown color, but with the castle and the decor, it's just gonna be beautiful. So I thought that was really, really nice. I mean, I don't know how often they like clean it or anything, so I'm very interested to see like what it looks like, and then if it fades down to like what I recently saw it as, just like the dark brown kind of color, like what does it look like initially when they like refinish it. And that also kind of ties into the next statues. If you did not know, they are going to be putting some statues all around the Walt Disney World Resort at the theme parks, not at the hotels, just at the parks, all 4 parks. I believe there's going to be 50 different statues as of this moment, and these are called the Disney Fab 50 Character Collection. Here is the logo for it, and just the way this looks, this is where my merchandise kind of thoughts come in. Disney Fab 50 Character Collection has me thinking it's more than just these statues I'm about to show you. Merchandise, Question mark. I really hope that this means merchandise. That would be fantastic. Of the characters in this golden form. My initial thoughts whenever I heard about this, whenever I saw the first character, which of course is Mickey, I was like, oh my gosh, are they going to make little statues that you can collect of them? Who knows? This is just my random thoughts, but if they did, that would be really, really great. And this alone kind of makes me think of what some of the merchandise is going to look like. We're definitely going to see this like ombre shimmer fading look here behind Mickey with the different color tones. There's like the gold, the rose gold, green, blue, and purple is what I'm pulling from this. So definitely seeing things along that color scheme. This is the closest I have for now, but I definitely see like this ombre being like ears or something, and then having like the gold, in them. There's just random thoughts here, but this is of course one of the characters they'll be doing. They are going to be putting the Sensational Six characters in the hub area. As of right now, that's what it seems like, based on. Oh, I thought I had the picture on here. Oh no, one moment. Let me see. Maybe I didn't save it. It's on my Instagram, the picture. It's like a concept picture, and it looks like there's many characters in the hub area, but it looks like the Sensational Six to me, which is like Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, Pluto, all of those characters. So most recently, they released the photos or concept here of Daisy, and they're posting them on all of the different Disney Instagram accounts, so you can virtually collect them. So I'm also posting those on Instagram too, because they're hard to find because they're on so many different Disney accounts, and they've been announcing them like every 3-4 days or so. It's kind of hard to tell, but I think they're just going to keep announcing them up until the time that they're put into place. This also really, really reminds me of Tokyo Disney. For some of their anniversaries, they have also put up these golden statues. Lots of them, they were just Mickey Mouse in the different land outfits for whatever park it was, and those look really, really beautiful. They look very similar in size to these, so this will definitely be great photo spots. Like, just really, really cool to go around and find them all and take pictures of them, of course. The other characters that they have announced so far have been Goofy, have been Timon and Pumbaa, and then also Cogsworth and Lumiere. So you can kind of see where they'll fit into like the different parks, because these characters will be at Hollywood Studios, maybe, I guess, in Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, that kind of thing. And then also at the end of all of these little video announcements, they are showing the characters inside, I almost dropped it, of the castle. So this also, again, has me thinking merchandise thoughts, because if you look up, I forget what year it's from, but I have some pieces of it. There was a D23 gold castle pin set, very, very similar to this, where you would buy a mystery pin box, and there would be a character with a gold background, and when you put them all together, there would be a castle, like, formed of everything. So this has me wondering, are we going to see some sort of pin set that looks exactly like this? It would make sense to me, but who knows, again, what merchandise. We really don't know anything about merchandise coming out at all. So you guys, I hope, are enjoying hearing all of my different thoughts and rumors of, I mean, who knows? I haven't heard anyone else talk about it. I'm just over here hoping someone will talk about it. But you can see the different characters that they have announced. There's like 50 little squares. And it's interesting because, like, Timon and Pumbaa are in 2 separate squares. So are they counting those separately? Or, like, are there really 50 statues because they're putting them in different slots? I don't know if that makes any sense, but I thought that was weird that they kind of split them up in here versus on the actual statues. But you can see them kind of all filling up. This is also really fun to look at because it makes you wonder what other characters they might do. I did see in the chat here Figment. Absolutely would love to see Figment. I definitely think he will be one of those because it is such a Disney World thing. I mean, it's only a Disney World thing, so I would definitely hope to see that. But we did get announcements that I just saw in the chat. Yes, John, they are going to put this in the airport. I did show this in the vlog, the little like tram that you get to ride at the Orlando International Airport, like very classic thing. It's like your first monorail ride of your visit. This little covering is going to be put on the outside of one of the tram like entrances exits. So this will be such a great photo op. And since there is a gold Figment here, I definitely think that there will be a statue, 1, 2, and then of course Minnie Mouse. They haven't officially released yet, but she's already in the concept art, so we know that that one is coming for sure. This makes me so happy too. So I'm looking forward to see, maybe there'll be a few other ones of those in the airport. What other photo ops there will be, I don't know, but I'm sure there will be a bunch of them, as we've already heard of a bunch of them. So that's my little kind of 50th anniversary, what's going on, my thoughts, my reactions to things. 50th anniversary Funkos. I really, really hope they do. I really, really hope they do. Do not quote me on any of this merchandise coming out or being real, but I'm going to have hopes that it is. What did you think about staying at the All-Star Movies Resort? I have not stayed at a value hotel at Disney in a while. Well, I haven't stayed at a Disney hotel in quite a while, so I was super excited to be there. And since they updated the rooms I showed in the room tour, they were so nice. The rooms were so nice. We were so happy with the rooms. And it like depends on like your preferences like of hotel. Like, do you like the long hike back to your room? Does that bother you? Like those kind of like preferences, but it worked great for the situation, for everything. The design was so much fun. We both had the little travel cups we'd fill up on our way back to our room, get a snack and everything. It was just so fun. I love being at the Disney hotels, resorts, and definitely seeing the rooms updated made it feel like a lot like nicer. And the last value hotel I stayed at was Pop Century, and it wasn't too bad, but it definitely needed updated. So this nice like clean modern look, it just felt very, very nice to be in. The outside, of course, was a little bit outdated, but that's kind of along with the theming, the history of it. So I personally enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. So glad I was able to stay there. They are opening up some more hotels very soon. If you're looking to book a trip, Port Orleans will be opening soon. All Star Music will be opening soon. And I think there's one other one that will be opening as well. So that is very, very exciting. I love Port Orleans. So whenever I saw that info, I was super happy about that. I was so happy about that just because it's such a fun resort. It's so I just love it so much. So I also want to let you guys know, if you have any questions about my most recent trip, you guys can put them here in the chat. But if you think of something over the course of my next few videos here as the haul videos and stuff come out, please leave them in the comments of those videos. I am going to be doing a Q&A, kind of my thoughts on the trip. I've personally been watching a lot of videos recently of the parks, and there are a lot of people there now. It is so very crowded. So if you want my thoughts on how it went, some additional tips and tricks I will also be sharing in my haul videos as I talk about some of the merchandise, kind of connecting to different things, some free things I got and how to get them. I also share in there too. So if you have any questions about my most recent visit, if you're looking to plan a trip, I've been getting so many DMs recently about things that I think would help your trip, or like all those kind of things. So if you have any questions, they're my favorite questions to answer, are Disney park questions. like that. I love to share my tips about the park and things that I love to do, maybe recommend don't doing on your first visit, just to help. Like, I want you guys all to have a good time, and from past experience, as you guys also saw in some of the videos, like, I want to help you guys have the best time too. So that is kind of the other side to the channel, the merchandise and the parks. That's kind of where we're at right now. So I get my favorite questions to answer. So if you want to DM me about them, if you want to email me about them, whatever, just let me know, and I can do my best to help you with those questions. But I will be doing a specific video. That way, if you are planning a trip and you just like don't know what questions to ask, maybe some of the questions that other people have asked will help you figure some things out too. Let me scroll back up here for a moment. Oh, thank you so much. You guys are so very sweet. Emma asked how the crowds were. You're going in a couple weeks. Have a great time. That sounds so much fun. I was watching some vlogs last night, of course, and it looks very busy, unfortunately. I know July is a super busy time because that is like vacation time 100%. So it's really hard to say what it will be like whenever you go. Definitely, if you haven't watched my trip videos that I've posted here the past few weeks, I would definitely check those out, because if it is a couple weeks until you're going, I feel like it might be closer to like that early June type crowds that I had experienced. I currently don't know like what the percentage is of people they're allowing into the park right now. So like they haven't really said anything about it actually. So it's hard to know if they're truly back to 100% or not. A lot of the videos I just saw like insane wait times and long lines. So it's really, really hard to know, especially without fast passes going right now. It just seems very like crazy at the moment. And like I said, it's very, very hard to know. Just be ready again for the heat, the rain. Some days might be busy. Some days it might just be like, oh, there's like, it's really not too bad. If you're concerned about a like specific park, you can always DM me over on Instagram or something. That's one thing I try to plan out before going. That's what I did on my most recent trip, is like what rides we for sure want to do and in what order roughly should we ride them in. I know Hollywood Studios was definitely one I really had to think about, and Runaway Railway, but also the popularity of Slinky Dog Dash, Tower of Terror, and Rock Roller Coaster. So like all of those rides, it's hard to like kind of plan them out on what is best to rope drop, what is best to maybe wait till later in the evening to do. And maybe I can even do a video at some point kind of breaking that down into my thoughts on like what's the best order maybe to ride some of the things, because it's hard. It sometimes like you get there and it's just like where's the best place to go. But definitely check your My Disney Experience app. Like check the wait times while you're waiting for something else, and especially mobile order your food while you're in line for a ride, so you're not waiting to like get it and wasting time when you could be on a ride or something. So those are some random tips I just thought of just now that might help you out, hopefully, with some like crowds and things. Maybe. What? I didn't open the lid. That's funny. I was like, why doesn't this work? Have I seen Luca yet? I have, and I love it. More New Emos DIY videos. That'd be so fun. I'm mainly waiting until the holidays start, because maybe we'll be able to find some cool like Halloween little items for them. I hope that they release Halloween outfits, but if they don't, maybe try to figure something out with that. So I hope to do another one at some point. I'm just kind of waiting till some of the summer stuff like kind of gets put away, because I've already done some summary like DIYs for them, so I'm just kind of waiting it out until some more new items come out in the stores. Do I still have Tsum Tsums? Yes, I do. Breaking things down for Hollywood studios might be good tip. I can definitely plan to do that at some point. I have a lot of videos planned for the next few weeks, next few months, and everything, so it's hard to know exactly when I could do that breakdown video, but maybe here in a live stream I could do that. I can kind of go through all the parks and break it down. That way I can also get like feedback from all of you or get more like input on different things. So maybe that can be one of our live stream themes here, kind of going into the fall. That one would be really, really fun to do. I can show you guys like some of my lists and how I kind of figure it out. That would be so fun. So maybe next time we can do that, because this time we still have a lot of shows and things to talk about. Some other things I did want to mention that have also started recently, like along with all the 50th anniversary stuff, is Food and Wine has started at Epcot. Lots of good food. Lots of good food. I've seen lots of videos and pictures of. And if you will be heading to Epcot after the 50th anniversary has begun, they are going to be opening some more food booths for that. So if you're an annual pass holder looking to get an Epcot reservation, but you're looking to wait, like maybe go then, because you could also get some of the other food booths. As I said, more resorts opening. The monorail Epcot line opened, which I know lots of the vloggers and bloggers are very excited about, just that extra way of transportation. Also, I want to answer some of these questions real quick before I bring up the next thing, which kind of goes along with the shirt that I am wearing. A video about getting a boarding group, like tips to getting it. So I wanted to mention this really quick because I think I don't know for sure. I think I figured it out. If you're staying on property, I think that gets you like in like just a little bit, because this is my thought of like why is people who have booked their once in a lifetime Disney trip, like this is like the one time they'll ever go, and of course they want to ride Rise of the Resistance, and they're staying at a Disney hotel and everything. I think that like Disney recognizes that in your app and gets you like a slight little bit in. It worked for me because I was staying at the hotel. That was my thought. That was my worry about it. So I really don't know if that's going to like work or if that helps you at all. I have seen some of the annual pass holders that I follow and watch here on YouTube, like they have had more luck recently with getting a boarding group, but most of the time they don't have much luck. And is that because the app sees that they are an annual pass holder and that they'll be able to go back again? I don't know, but that's just my personal thought. Like that might be a hack to it, but I really don't know. It is kind of hard to show. I was going to try to show it in the vlog, but I didn't really know how because that was the first time I had done it. So next time that I do it, I can try to show it. I mainly just kept refreshing my phone. My friend also had her app open, but whoever got the join the boarding group button first to pop up, the other one stopped because we didn't want them to like cancel each other out or something. So my friend also had the clock up on her phone to watch down to the second of when it would hit 7. Just keep refreshing within like I think 20 to like 10 seconds before 7 in the morning, if that's the boarding group you're trying to get. And that should help you have it pop up. So just definitely be ready ahead of time and don't just log in at 7 thinking that you're going to get it, because you probably won't, because a lot of people are on there refreshing at the seconds of time. So I don't know the exact second it comes up. I've heard so many different numbers. but that's really all I can recommend tip-wise for that, because it's such a strange thing. But it seems to be like the system worked well whenever I did it, but it is then still hard to plan your day because we were group 85. We didn't get on the ride till like 3:30. We got off the ride like 4. No, we got on the ride at like 3 and we got off at 4 because we'd like wait in line for so long. So it's hard because if you have like a dinner reservation and you're like that cuts into that time, like it's like so hard to plan your day for Hollywood Studios because of that. Yeah, so I hope that kind of helps. I know it was like a random rant that happened, but the main other like thing I wanted to mention here, still talking about the parks, is Happily Ever After. This is a Wishes shirt, but it's still all in the same because so sad. So sad. Wishes ended in 2017, and now Happily Ever After be ending here in 2021. And we knew that it was going to be taking a break for the new show Disney Enchantment, which is October 1st. That'll be the 50th anniversary firework show, which would then be lasting the next 18 months. So that makes total sense. I mean, I didn't think we were going to see Happily Ever After for quite a while, but this is permanently done. I was pretty surprised to hear that. I didn't think this was going to be like a permanent, like, done thing, because many people like Happily Ever After. I mean, it's not that many years old compared to Wishes, so that was very surprising. And this is so sad. It is so very sad, and I did not get to see the fireworks on my last visit, so that makes me even more sad that happened. And then Epcot Forever will also be ending too. We already knew about that one. Can't even speak. We already knew about that one being done. Actually, whenever I went on my solo trip in 2019, that one was ending like just a few weeks after I was there. So I knew that was going to be like the one and only time I saw that show. And I mean, no one seems to be really disappointed that Epcot Forever is done, because we actually got it back for a few more weeks or months. So that's pretty good that we got to see it at least one more time as, I mean, the Epcot Forever show. And then Harmonious will be starting also on October 1st, which is the new show we've heard about for quite some time coming to Epcot. So, I mean, we're still getting new and better things, but just Happily Ever After, I love that soundtrack so much. I wouldn't say I'm like super like bummed about it though, because I'm really excited for this 50th one. But I know lots of people are really devastated about it. So it's kind of like just a sad thing. I know whenever I was there, I think I did see a Happily Ever After shirt. I know they've had a pin for a while, so I think those will definitely be hot items here as September approaches. It sounds like the date that I have heard and the date that I've actually saw on the app, I believe it was for Epcot Forever, is ending September 28th. I think I saw, but I don't think there's an official date for it yet, so don't quote me on that. I can definitely put that over on my Instagram story once I hear that, or in the next live stream, maybe they'll announce it by then. I don't know. But they are like canceling shows too. So that is very bizarre. I believe it was the last night they randomly canceled Epcot Forever, just moments before the show was about to start, and many people were not happy about that. I would not be either, but I thought that was so strange. There was no like weather issues, so I thought that was very interesting. And then they're also changing some times for park hours the next like 2 months as well. So in August, I believe it's August 14th, Magic Kingdom closes at 6. So there's no Happily Ever After that day. So I think that is really sad. And it's also weird to me that they're announcing that right now. If people did book their once in a lifetime Disney trips and they happen to be going to Magic Kingdom August 14th, I think, and then I can't remember what the September date was. But like if that was their once in a lifetime, they had the reservation for Magic Kingdom that day and they're going to go see the fireworks, it's going to be great. And now they're not doing that. So if you're going to Disney in the next like 2 months or so, I would definitely check and make sure that you're not going to be there one of those days. If you're planning to see the fireworks, maybe switch your park reservation if you still can. And that's really sad, like for the park to close at like 6, that is crazy to me. So just throwing that out there for anyone who might be going soon. Oh, John, that's a really good point. They might be testing the fireworks, and that would definitely make sense. I just feel like it's kind of sad because there really wasn't much of a warning to people who would be going, like within that time frame, like that they like know that there's not going to be, they won't get to see the castle with the lights on it and that kind of thing. But that definitely makes sense. So maybe you're staying up Contemporary one of those nights, you might get to see the firework testing. So that's a really, really good point. I'm very, very excited to see 50th fireworks. I see a chat here. What happened to Splash Mountain? They, I believe, are still going to change it to Prince and the Frog, but I think they're definitely going to wait until after the 50th anniversary before they start construction. They're currently doing little updates, little refurbishments to all the classic attractions. I know Small World closes on Tuesday, and it will be reopening on Friday of next week for just a slight refurbishment. Rumor is that they're doing that because of the 50th, just like kind of cleaning things up and everything, which is really good. That they're doing that just to help everything be like nice, clean, like perfect for the 50th. So I think definitely Splash Mountain will still get that re-theme, but not with, like, it's definitely going to be a couple years until they do that. Question about Animal Crossing. You saw my case right here. I've been trying. As I mentioned, I'm making Disneyland. In Animal Crossing, I am just about finished with Adventureland. Currently working on Tomorrowland. I'm trying to make Cosmic Rays, but I'm trying to buy some ice cream lamps right now for some specifics. But I said I was going to do an island tour video. I'm trying to get a little bit more done. I at least want like Tomorrowland to be done, just so you guys can see like the whole front, like Main Street's done. You guys can see like the whole front of my island. It's not going to be for probably a little bit longer because I'm trying to like save up some of the money, like buy the things, but we're getting there, still playing it, still trying to get back into playing it because it's been a while. But just stay tuned. At some point you guys will get to see it, I promise. But we're working on it. We're working on it. I was gonna like log in before the live stream, but then I didn't want to get too distracted, so probably do that here a little bit later this evening and try to get some more stuff done so I can show you guys. There's also some more shows returning. I'm not sure if anyone heard about that, but the Beauty and the Beast show at Hollywood Studios and some others will be reopening here soon. I'm blanking on the date currently, but soon. Well, I'm so happy for those cast members. I know it's so fun for them to perform and everything, so that is so very magical. But this is where my curiosity is when is Fantasmic coming back? That is one of my personal favorites. One of the family favorites here is Fantasmic. What do you guys think? Because I mean, if they're bringing back the shows with the performers, if fireworks are back, I'm surprised that they did not announce a fireworks show for Hollywood Studios whenever they were announcing the other shows that were going to be coming back here this like fall, winter time. I really, really hope that Fantasmic comes back soon because such a classic going to Hollywood Studios, or just fireworks at Hollywood Studios are really cool. Would love to see those again. But that's just a random thought. I also did want to show some other random things I got real quick, and then we'll jump back into like the park stuff and then Disney Plus things too. I also forgot to mention, I know we're all over the place again. I did get the fireworks pin from Shop Disney. This was released on 4th of July, $12.99. It's just a very like classic pin that looks like the key, but they did not release a key. It's just the pin key. Confusing times. I just wanted to show that I got that because there won't be any like Shop Disney haul because I've only gotten this recently. I'm still waiting on some stuff, but it's like shipping's crazy, so this finally came like 2 days ago, so glad to see that. And then one other thing I wanted to be sure to mention, I actually got a DM about this. I believe it was from Crystal. This is a thing, I forgot what I was going to say, a thing I found at Walmart. It was $2, and it is the Mickey and Friends Wonder Mates Plus Surprise. It is a chocolate Mickey with a surprise coin. As you can see, I already opened it because I got excited. This reminds me a lot of Disney. I personally cannot have the chocolate thing because it may contain traces of peanuts and tree nuts, but I know hopefully someone here in my family will enjoy it, but I wanted to show it just because I thought it was really cute. Little Mickey, little chocolate, and then you get a coin. And this is so crazy because it's a metal coin. These were by the checkouts in Walmart just with the candy. They were just like all these little boxes just kind of lined up like underneath like the shelves like with the candy on them when you're checking out. One thing though, I was like, oh, maybe I'll buy some of these and we can like unbox them. There's 18 different coin designs, which I thought was crazy. Absolutely crazy. 18. I wanted to also, I didn't open this up yet. Oh, wow, there's rare ones too. How fancy. Wait, what? Wow, I'm learning something at the moment. So you can receive a free collector's coin book once you collect 6 coins. It looks like this. It's like an actual like book. You put the coins in. Wow. The rare ones here, so hard to see. I'm so sorry. Steamboat Willie. This Mickey one with the purple coin and Minnie with the pink. And then these are all the different designs you can get. They are just different versions of Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, and Daisy. There's like the Mickey 90th version. There is this art style version, and then there's like the classic version of these characters. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. I got this Donald one. Personally, not my favorite from the ones here on this list. This is like the art style Donald, but I love the little Mickeys around the outside. This is like a metal coin. I apologize if you're wearing headphones. That was really loud. It says Mickey and Friends on the other side. Pretty nice. They were $2 for the box, so you get the chocolate and the metal coin. $2. Yeah, not bad. I think I'd probably get maybe like another 1 or 2, maybe. I'm definitely not going to try to get all 18. I feel like that would take such a long time because it is a mystery. You only see the chocolate in the box, and then the coin is over here, so you don't know which one you're going to get. But something interesting if you're looking for something to collect, pick up. Thought that was really, really nice since it's an actual like coin. I didn't think it was going to be actually metal, so that's pretty neat. I'm sorry, I just wanted to mention that really quick. Let me see. Lots of people saying they missed the haul videos, and we have some haul videos next week from my trip. A surprise haul video too, a mail unboxing. There's some more hauls like coming mixed in here with some other things I have going on. So they're coming back slowly. I'm just waiting for some stuff that I ordered to come. So we're getting there, kind of. Just waiting for some things. Like the Small World Funko Pops should be coming out pretty soon too. So we'll have that haul. All the things like we're slowly getting there. I'm sorry it kind of took a while, but I hope you all enjoyed the trip vlogs. They were so fun to put together, but my one regret from them is that I did not show a lot of merchandise. So next time I go, I'm definitely going to focus in more on the merchandise and definitely show the different popcorn buckets that they had, and I'll talk about more of that in the haul video. But definitely going to show some more merchandise next time. It was such like a quick trip. This most recent visit that we were just trying to do all the rides and just, there wasn't much of a plan. So we were just kind of just doing whatever we felt in the moment. And there really weren't too many stores we went into, or when we did, we were like, we had somewhere else to go like right after that. So it was kind of like we didn't have too much time to show the different things. I just realized we hit an hour mark and we still have to talk about Disney Plus. So if you have been here this whole time, wow, thank you so very much. So very appreciated. As I like regroup here for the Disney Plus things. I think in the next live stream, something else on my list of things to talk about is the new Fast Pass system at Disneyland Paris. I wanted to get your thoughts on that, but I think in the next live stream, maybe I can do some of those Disney breakdowns. I thought that was such a good idea we kind of just came up with. So thank you to those who kind of recommended that. So we can do a Disney kind of parks breakdown of rides to ride and when's the best time-ish to ride them. I think that will be something fun to talk about. So next time we can do that, we can talk about the new Fast Pass system at Disneyland Paris, because there's lots of crazy things going on there too. And I don't know why the camera is so bright right now. That is so strange. I don't know if that helps. Whoa. That was crazy. I pushed the wrong button. So last thing, Disney Plus. Oh boy, Disney Plus. Behind the attraction is what I've been seeing most of the chats here about. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. I'm going to give my little review. Okay. I was very, very excited for this series. I very, very much enjoyed the Imagineering story. I have watched that like 4+ times, and I was really, really hoping it was going to be similar to that, to the layout of that. This is a very different show. If you don't like Disney history, you probably won't like this at all. It is supposed to be a 10-episode season. I don't think I've heard of them making a season 2. There are currently 5 episodes out, so I think that means that there'll be 5 more this coming Wednesday. Hard to know, but okay. At first, first of all, back up. I love the artwork on Disney Plus. I opened Disney Plus and there's the Space Mountain behind the attraction font, and I'm like, whoa, like love that every time I open Disney Plus now. And then the intro, you can skip the intro. I was like, don't skip the intro because it is so cool. I love this like animation art style. If they had merchandise like that, I would buy it in a second. I think it's really, really cool, artsy looking. I love the Disney history, as I was just mentioning. So seeing all of that, hearing all of that, was really, really cool. As someone who, like, I've read many of the Disney magazines and kind of in-depth looks at some of the attractions, but they don't go as in-depth as this. And they went in a lot more in-depth than I thought that they were going to do, so that was really, really interesting. I definitely learned some things. I was like, wow, like that is so fascinating. If you've never been to Disney World, though, or if you've only been, it's kind of hard to watch if you haven't ridden the ride before, because then there's like a different level of like appreciation for it whenever you're watching them like break it down. Wow. Like, the people that they were able to interview for it and, like, have speak during it, and even, like, them going into, like, how the ride works, I personally didn't think, like, they were going to do much of that, but I love how it went all the way back to, like, just a bunch of people being like, what are we building? How is this going to work? I don't know how to do this. Like, it was a lot of you got to see like the trial and error, you got to see like the process. So I think they're really, really interesting. I also did not think they were going to be as long as they are. They're like 40+ minute episodes, so that's really, really cool, especially if you have like a favorite ride and they do one of the episodes on it. Like, it is so very, very interesting. The one thing I did not like about it, the first time that I watched, like the first episode that I watched was the Jungle Cruise one, and I was just like, personally, it took me a while to get used to the narrator. I did not really like it at first because they were trying to make it funny. Like, throughout all the episodes, they're trying to make it funny. And I'm like, this isn't funny. Like, I want you to tell me every little detail. Like, tell me the history of this thing. Like, this is a documentary, but they were trying not to make it a documentary, to make it like more interesting. And I'm like, no, like this, I don't know, the narrator at some points was trying to make things like funny or whatever, and I'm just like, please, no, like, focus on, like, this is like, I would say like generally like serious. Like, I, as someone who like loves Disney like so very much, like, I want to hear about, like, this is like, to me, I wish it was a little bit more like documentary, like how the Imagineering story was, versus like they're trying to make it like, I don't know how to describe it. I hope that makes sense, but I have watched the Jungle Cruise one, the Haunted Mansion one, and Tower of Terror. I still have to watch Star Tours and Space Mountain. As I said, I did not realize how long they were, so I didn't like kind of make that much time to watch them yet. But after watching like the second episode and everything, especially Haunted Mansion, I was like, okay, I'm actually like liking this now. It was just like my initial, like, I didn't really know what the show like style was going to be like, but I was just kind of like, please stop trying to make it funny. Like, I just want to watch this. It kind of felt a little bit off in that way. As far as the other episodes, I don't really know. They're mainly basing off of Disneyland rides. So I think we're looking at more like classic attractions. And based on the intro, one that they showed in the intro was Hall of Presidents. I feel like maybe they should do like Small World or Big Thunder. I definitely think they should focus on those. Maybe Peter Pan's Flight, but like those are based on movies, so I feel like they would definitely just focus on original attractions. And I think that's what they're doing right now. So I hope that they continue to do that. I would love to see more episodes of it. I actually just watched the Tower of Terror episode before this live stream, and I love how much they went into both how it kind of became an idea, and then how like they've already changed the one in California. Like, they were just talking about kind of where that came about and like the struggle to change that ride and just how the mechanism works. Like, that is so fascinating. So next time I go, it's kind of like, like, I know how this works. Like, that's kind of cool. So there's my little breakdown of that. Definitely look forward to watching the other episodes for sure, as the show is definitely starting to grow on me now. So we're enjoying it very, very much. The other show I'm seeing some chats here about, Monsters at Work. What? I, first of all, was super surprised to see that this show was not animated by Pixar, which that was my first, like, what do you mean Pixar didn't make a Monsters, Inc. show? Like, why didn't Pixar do it? Like, that was so strange. Actually, Disney is the one making this show. So, personally, from an artist's standpoint, something that I noticed, this is my, again, breakdown of this show so far, the animation's slightly off. Just slightly off. And because I look at all these things so much, I noticed that. I told my friends about it, and they're like, oh, now I can't. Like, this, whatever. But it's something like the depth or the shading isn't the same as the movies. And that could just be because, like, this is the budget of a TV show and not the budget of a movie, which is perfectly fine. Like, that's fine. I understand. So I'm not like hating on it. It's just me personally, I noticed immediately that it was slightly different. But I do have to say, like, they kept, I mean, everything the same. It shocks me that Disney's making it and not Pixar. I think Pixar's so focused on the movies right now, as they should, because they're amazing. But yeah, that just kind of threw me off a little bit. But the episodes are like decent length, and there are quite a few times where I actually laughed out loud, and I didn't think I was going to. I was like, okay, this is definitely going to be like more kids-focused show, but I definitely think they're focusing on the audience who saw Monsters, Inc. as a kid, and that's so great because, like, I like laughed a few times. I was like, wait, like, what is going on here? There are definitely the points of the show where they're more like kid focused based on like plot and how they're doing it, but like they put some adult jokes in there, and that's pretty great. I thought it was really funny. My favorite character is Banana Bread, and this doesn't really spoil it too much, but he gets kicked out, and that made me so upset. So that's my little thought on that, but that was my favorite character so far. I love getting to see the different range of characters, of monsters in this world, and kind of getting to see more of what goes about in their day in the life and how they do things. And I love how it picked up immediately after Monsters, Inc. I thought that was like such a great like bounce off of it. And I think it makes it so much more interesting, makes it so much more like wanting to watch it because you want to see what happens to the laugh scare floor after the fact. So I really, really liked that. And I'm excited for the next episode. Every time after I finish an episode, I'm like, okay, one more. And then I realize there isn't another one yet. So I don't know how many episodes this series is going to be because it is like a kids show. I would assume between 12 and 16 episodes, but please do not quote me on that because I have no idea. But I would definitely hope that it's at least more than 10 because I think that it's really, really fun. It's very, very different. And now that Disney Plus has so many original shows, I'm having trouble keeping up now, but that makes it so great because then there's always something to watch, and I like getting to see more of these characters after like their movies are done, after their stories have ended, and that is the perfect transition into the final show, Loki. I see all the chats about it. Loki, wow, guys, what a time. What a time that was. And I am so upset that there are no more episodes of it, but they did announce a season 2, which I hope we get it sooner rather than later because it is so... There were many, many moments in the show where I was just like... I was probably staring at the screen like that whole time because it was so... It played mind games, and you're just trying to understand, and then you're making these connections with these different characters, yet we're jumping around, but it's so consistent, and I don't know how to describe it, but the hype around Loki is so correct. I mean, all of these shows I've just mentioned, Behind the Attraction, Monsters at Work, and Loki, are all worth a watch. But I do have to say, if you've never seen a Marvel movie, if you've seen few Marvel movies and you watch Loki, it's not going to hit the same as it would if you have watched the other movies. I saw Black Widow, I watched Loki, and I'm like, guys, what is happening here? It is so crazy. Marvel is so crazy right now. I am patiently waiting for the No Way Home trailer. Patiently waiting for that. if you do not want to hear any Loki spoilers, I'm about to say some right now just because I want to hear what people have to say about it. But if you are leaving so you don't hear any of the spoilers, thank you so much for being here. So much for watching. Again, it's so greatly appreciated. I had so much fun chatting today. It was such a great time. So thank you all so much for being here. I think the next live stream I'm going to do, I think we're doing like every other Saturday now. So I think they'll be into August will be the next one. So I'm looking forward definitely to be talking about rides and things and stuff. So thank you all so much again for joining me today. Much appreciated. All right, I'm about to say Loki spoilers, so if you don't want to hear any of them, I know many of you guys have already seen the final episode because it was so good. Wow. The characters, I love the characters. I love Loki so much more than I originally did. I'm just so obsessed with every little detail of the show. Miss Minutes, everything, just so great. But I don't think that this cliffhanger was that bad. Personally, it just confirmed the theories that we've all had for years, and that is the multiverse. I mean, we already got the names for the other movies. Spider-Man No Way Home, making it seem like he is lost somewhere. Multiverse. We have Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Multiverse, like, we know. We knew it. So whenever I saw the timeline begin to branch off, I was just like, I knew it. Like, it was just one of those moments, but I was still in shock because of how it happened. I thought that was absolutely crazy. So that cliffhanger won't last much longer because I think we'll definitely get answers in the Spider-Man movie coming out this December, No Way Home. We have Shang-Chi coming up here too in September. So there's going to be so much more Marvel content. Like, we're not going to have to wait that long. I mean, we're going to have to wait quite a bit for season 2 of Loki, but there's so many other things coming out that it'll be a little bit easier to wait this one out. As far as the 3 Marvel shows we have seen so far, my ranking of them, and it's really hard to rate and like critique them because they are so different shows. Like, they're so different from each other, but just based off of my personal favorites, Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and then Loki. But they are all so well done. It is so hard to like rank them like that, but they are so crazy. I'm done with the spoilers. If someone's on mute right now, that's such a good idea, but I'll be done with the spoilers for now. If they can hear us. So we're good. I don't know if they're still on mute or not. Forgot about the Mandalorian. Yes. I don't know what's going on with that, actually. I haven't heard anything about that. We're definitely going to be getting some more Star Wars shows soon, but I think we're definitely just on Marvel for now. But yeah, Mandalorian, I don't know. I mean, I guess that was a pretty good cliffhanger, but I've kind of forgot about it, like, to be honest, because of all the Marvel stuff going on. But yeah, I hope that we hear from that soon. Who's your favorite character from Loki besides Loki? I know a lot of people love the alligator Loki, but Mobius is pretty fantastic, I have to say. I like Mobius a lot. Let me see. Clone Wars. Yes, Clone Wars is on my list to watch, but because all these other shows have been coming out, I haven't watched it yet. I've seen probably the first 4 seasons on TV when they came out all those years ago. I watched what's the last season? 7 seasons? Is that right? I watched the very, very last season of the Clone Wars whenever it came out on Disney Plus. So I've kind of seen bits and pieces of it, but I would like to rewatch it again. So I'm definitely going to get there. Is there a Disney movie that I haven't seen? Probably, if you're counting like the live actiony ones. Animation, I don't think. I think I've seen all of them. But yeah, that's a hard one to answer because I really don't know for sure. So that is it. That is the stuff and the things for today. Oh, I also did want to let you guys know I am trying to fix the merchandise site right now. It is still working just fine if you guys want to check it out. I'm adjusting some of the merchandise. I know there is a do what you love and do what makes you happy design on there. And I don't think I ever mentioned this, but that just like general text one, you can change the color of the shirts. So I was just trying to go in and fix that so you guys could see that you could change the color of the shirt. But it's like the same logo, if that makes sense. But I'm currently working on some new designs. I'm trying to do some like park inspired ones too, along with like some of the quote ones and things. So stay tuned for hopefully some more merchandise soon. As I do that, I just want to throw that out there because I was getting some questions about it on Instagram. So thank you all so very much for joining me today. 1 hour and 20 minutes. That is crazy. And I love chatting. Like, such a good conversation today. So many good ideas. So many, like, just good things going on. Looking forward to all the things. Looking forward to the next chat, the next time. I hope you all enjoyed the videos this week. There's so many fun surprises coming up that I haven't mentioned yet. So lots and lots of fun things. Thank you all so much for watching, and happy birthday to John. Happy birthday. Guys, thank you so very much. You all are so sweet. I hope you all have a wonderful Saturday, a wonderful rest of your weekend. And remember to do what you love and do what makes you happy. And I will see you all on Tuesday. Bye. Thank you.